Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Spicy Bill and this is another episode of Gunpla Review. Today we'll be looking at the RX-78 GPO1 and the RX-78 GPO2. So first off, let's take a look at the GPO1 Zephyranth. And yeah, this is the old high grade of the Zephyranth. So yeah, this is the full burner version, the GPO1 FB, and you can see it's got these extra thrusters pack on the back. So yeah, this one's got higher mobility, and you also got all these extra thrusters on the shoulder armor and thrusters on the front. Now you do have to paint all these. If you don't, this kit will look very, very plain. I was actually on the fence about getting the real grade version of the GPO1 FB, but I decided to go with the high grade and just paint most of the detail, because I feel like the high grade is at least more sturdy than the real grade, which is kind of a mess, to be honest with you. And yeah, articulation is obviously very limited, but this is actually one of my favorite kits from the high grade Universal Century in terms of Gundams. The look on this kit is actually very nice. It's got this very unique look. It's got humongous feet. These feet are kind of weird, but I really like the knee armor. I like the design on the like the thruster that's like facing forward. Also like the shoulder armor design. These are what really interests me. I think these look super cool, and you can articulate it. You can move it around and stuff like that. Obviously, this is just an upgrade version of the GPO1. Eventually, when these two do get out, this suit, both of these GPO1 and GPO2 got wrecked. Kind of like the Blue Destinies, which are kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, here we have the GPO1. I like the design of this headpiece too, like that weird antenna that's like sticking out. Obviously, this piece, this part right here is a safety flag. Yeah, I always leave the safety flag on because I don't want to poke my eye out. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to shave that piece off. So this is like a full antenna, but I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, we do have a beam rifle right here. I do have to paint that camera too. So it's a pretty outdated kit, and you have to do a lot of work for it. I think Bandai is actually planning on releasing the Robot Damashi for both the GPO1 and GPO2 for 2019. So hopefully they go through with that. People saying like, they just tease us and never gonna release those two figures. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get a revived version of this kit anytime soon. But if you guys are a fan of 0083 Stardust memory, this may be something you want to consider picking up. And you do have to do a lot of work, but once you put in all the work, it's worth it. Yeah, this hand is kind of loose, unfortunately. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do about it. It's the one of the beam rifle holding hand is super loose. What are you gonna do? It's this kit was made back in 2000, so this kit is 18 years old, 19 years old, almost 20 years old. So, all right, next up we have the GPO2. This one is the Phasalis, and this is actually one of my favorite Gundam designs ever. The Phasalis has got very Zeon inspired design. As you can see, these Zeonic bell bottoms. And yeah, I mean the chest is like very it's kind of angular and roundish. So yeah, I think I was designing my own custom Zeonic Gundam. I think I should have just take cues from the GPO2. This would have been perfect. Add a mono eye there, and it's perfect. It's got these gigantic Zeonic style legs and stuff like that. It's no wonder why this thing got stolen by a Zeon guy. He's just like, wow, that I have to have this Gundam. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and detach the shield real quick. This guy's got some very interesting gimmicks. So first off, this is a shield. Behind the shield, you have the parts for the nuclear bazooka. This thing is super cool. And obviously the shield itself is also super cool. I mean, look at that. That is super awesome. Unfortunately, you do have to paint all these vents and stuff like that, so that can get very annoying. Alright, and not only that, we got some more cool gimmicks. So we have beam saber hilts that attach to the side skirt like that. So I definitely like that. Very nice. And overall, this kit is pretty sturdy. It's not super flimsy like... well, this kit is also very sturdy. It's just the beam rifle holding hand is very flimsy. Take a look at that face. Yeah, the headpiece is very nice. Very nicely done. Alright, and not only that, let's go ahead and take a look at one of its more interesting gimmicks. So you can bring up these thrusters right here on the side, and here is what's really cool about it. So you can flip it down, and then yeah, there's like a piston that also moves the inner thrusters, which is super cool. And you can do that here. So that's definitely very awesome. And then you want to flip these on the back, and now it's going to like a super high mobility mode. That is just awesome. And not only that, we also have the nuclear bazooka. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. It's a little tricky, so what I recommend is that you probably want to remove the head first before you do this. So you bring this out like that. You bring this forward. There's a hinge right here, like that. The reason why I recommend removing the head so you don't accidentally break the V-fin. Yeah, that would be disastrous. So you move the arm forward. Move this forward like that. Make sure everything lines up. You attach this into the hand. Connect this part right here, like so. And then you want to kind of very carefully pull out the sighting system. Yeah, here's a sight that you have to it's a little bit annoying. There we go. There we go, like that. All right. Obviously, it's not going to be a perfect. It's not going to line up perfectly. So I'm just gonna like kind of emulate that it's looking into the sight and firing. Well, actually, if you can angle it like that, yeah, there we go. So there we go. It kind of works. Damn, that's awesome. So yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite Gundam to date. The Moon Gundam definitely is better. I like the Moon Gundam definitely better than this guy, but yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite all-time design for as far as Gundam go. I mean, this thing just screams Zeon. I mean, look at these gigantic bell bottoms. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Let me know what you guys think about these two. And that's pretty much it for this video. Stay tuned for more re-reviews. Thanks for watching.